What if civilization started over? Part 5. A Manchu alliance forms as many major tribes within the region arm up and unite against the Kuzks from the east and west. The Kusk alliance reforms and labels Ganjia as a traitor. The Manchu front begins their first moves on Ganjia, which is currently overextended. The push continues, and Ganjians begin enlisting to protect the new agriculturally valuable land. Manchu rebels pop up and help the alliance. The Ganjians break out of their panhandle and begin moving north to map out land and find an ally. The Ganjians are able to reach the Kuko-Chinese and tell them to attack. Kuko-China invades into the Manchus and redirects their attention. Because of the distractions, Ganjia is able to stabilize the front with their reinforcements. Kuko-China begins major pushes, drafting a majority of its population and propagandizing that it's the Manchus' fault that they're in the position they're in the first place. It strategizes the splitting of a central Manchu nation with Ganjia. The Third Kusk League joins the war against Ganjia. Ganjia uses their men in the area to outmaneuver and run circles around the enemy soldiers. They cut the front in half shortly before reinforcements arrive. With further advances and low Kusk morale from earlier wars, many of their men get encircled and other men are routed. Encirclement are closed. The Manchus do a small offensive to connect their north and south. This amounts to little as Kuko-China and the Ganjians continue their assault from the east. The Kusk armies are defeated and Ganjia begins moving out of conquered land to secure their borders. Zertalasia opportunistically begins invading the Kusk League. The Kusk League and the Manchus surrender at around the same time. Peace deal. While the Purple Square Alliance is busy in the Kusk League, again, Hierolya begins invading smaller city-states to their south. Eventually, Meserasia gets involved and colonizes some land off the coast to threaten Hierolya. Scared of a major war, they back off and leave some of the city-states alone. The remaining strip of land joins New Glyfica for protection. In Abyssinia, new states form after hearing of Hierolian invasions. Their names are the following: Tigretria, Oromis, Duraland, Mahawanya. Meserasia and Deltolia begin joint expeditions across northern Africa to discover new lands. They convince multiple tribes to form a union. Its name is Solemn. Meserasia influences the nation to compete with Hierolya for the Far East Libyan Sahara. They had a head start as Meserasian and Deltolians had set up camps throughout the region to map it out. Eventually the race ends and Solemn gains most of the land. The German tribes unite into Gronland. Meserasian scouts finish mapping out the Alpines, which both Gronia and the French tribes claim. Gronland claims that the Alps should be theirs, as Meserasia is their ally, while the French claim that it should be theirs because they let Gronland have the Northern Alps. Gronland annexes the Alps anyways and join the Purple Square team to counter French aggression. The French unite into Orleania. After the episode.